is The Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On The Scorecard tonight, Major League Baseball postseason begins tomorrow. The James father and son star in the LA Lakers Media Day. PBA Governors Cup quarterfinals Game 4 today. And meet one of the country's top motocross riders, Ralph Ramento. All that and more on The Scorecard tonight, the 1st of October. Now, here's our roundup. The regular season of Major League Baseball wrapped up today and an exciting postseason starts tomorrow. But who can forget that this is the year that 8-year New York Yankee Aaron Judge led the league with 58 home runs and 144 runs batted in on a .700 slugging percentage and duplicating the legendary Babe Ruth streak of hitting a home run in 5 consecutive games and drawing a walk in 10 consecutive games. Or that both the American League's Detroit Tigers' Tarik Skubal and the National League's Atlanta Braves' Chris Sale won the pitching Triple Crown. That is, Skubal and Sale led their respective leagues in wins, strikeouts, and earned run average or ERA. Again, it is possible to forget that Los Angeles Dodgers Shohei Ohtani became the first player to join the 50-50 club with his 54 home runs and 59 bases stolen. Or that San Diego Padres infielder Luis Arraez won his 3rd consecutive batting title with his 3rd defensive team. Arraez hit .316 in 2022 for the Minnesota Twins, in 2022 for the AL title, 354 for the Miami Marlins for the NL title, and now batted .314 for the Padres. And for that, famously foiled LA Dodgers Ohtani from becoming the first National League player since 1937 from winning the batting Triple Crown. As the postseason begins, the New York Yankees and Cleveland Guardians have earned byes in the AL, while the Los Angeles Dodgers and Philadelphia Phillies have byes in the NL. The daily best-of-3 wildcard round will start tomorrow. The Tigers versus Astros and Royals versus Orioles in the AL. And Mets versus Brewers and Braves versus Padres in the NL. And end on Friday, Philippine time, if necessary. Before they become...
That was well documented last week. We heard your take on it, where you said great defense, but better offense. Can we get your vantage point? What you thought about that?
All right, in all seriousness.
Please.
I looked at the film and he did step out of bounds, but I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there right now.
That's a big part of it.
But
what do you mean you're not going to go there right now? You just went there.
I definitely did. But
I stepped out of bounds?
He stepped out of bounds.
They don't even have that camera angle of the baseline like that.
All I know is I got to stop.
Tell them about the stop I got on you when you dribbled out of bounds, though.
No, that was a foul, too. He slapped my whole arm. And we, see.
Did they call it?
No.
I love it. Before they become the first father-son duo to play together in the NBA, LeBron and Bronny James were the center of attention at the Los Angeles Lakers Media Day. LeBron expressed pure joy and pride in being teammates with his son, while Bronny, selected 55th overall in June's NBA draft, shared his gratitude at the chance. The day was filled with playful banter, photos, and press interactions. Head coach J.J. Redick mentioned that while there are discussions about getting them on the court together, there is no guarantee that they'll play at the same time on October 23 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. NBA training camps open tomorrow with preseason games starting on Saturday. Now, speaking of LeBron James, several memes either resurfaced or surfaced in view of the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. That's hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
That's it.
One meme was of an alleged comment that got 3 million views, saying he'd rather not speak until more information becomes public. Now, research revealed that the photos used were taken at different events 9 years apart and that there is no record anywhere of LeBron making the remark. Now, another meme showed LeBron James taking a selfie in a French maid's costume, and that garnered 36 million views. Experts have proven the photo to be digitally manipulated, noting giveaways such as the absence of tattoos that go up to his neck and a missing ring finger and an extra fingernail on the left hand. Some reports suggest that LeBron James unfollowed Diddy on Instagram to distance himself from the rap mogul. However, there is no evidence to support either the alleged action or the supposed motive. Such is the price of fame. Now, in the NCAA, San Sebastian staged an impressive comeback against St. Benil today at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. Despite being down by 17 points at the end of the third quarter, the Stags managed to tie the game at 87-all in the final seconds of regulation. Via the catch-up efforts of Paeng Are and Raymart Escobedo. However, the Blazers, which squandered a 26-point lead, ultimately secured a 96-94 victory, with Tony Inot scoring 5 of his team-high 23 points in the extra period. Brian Sahonia's clutch three-pointer in the final 10 seconds plus a quick return to defense transformed a sorry loss for San Beda into a stunning victory as the Red Lions pulled off the mini upset over arch-rival Letran Knights 66-64. Jomel Puno led the Red Lions with a double-double, 22 points and 10 rebounds, despite a strong effort from Letran's Kevin Santos, who scored 18 points. San Beda's defense held firm in the final moments to secure the win. Now, in the PBA Governors Cup quarterfinals, Magnolia extended their campaign in the 2024 PBA Governors Cup by forcing a deciding Game 5 against Rain or Shine with a 129-100 victory earlier tonight. The Hotshots, led by Jabari Bird and Paul Lee, dominated the second quarter, outscoring the Elasto Painters 36-18 to secure an 18-point lead at halftime. Now, despite being known for their defense, Magnolia's offense shone brightly, amassing 99 points by the end of the third quarter. The final game of the series will be held on Saturday at the Anares Center in Antipolo City. Now, in other PBA news, the PBA has suspended 3 referees in the last 24 hours due to mishandled and missed calls. Referee Ray Yante is suspended for the rest of the conference after missing a crucial goaltending call in the Rain or Shine versus Magnolia game. Additionally, referees Peter Balao and Joel Baldago are suspended for 1 to 2 rotations for their handling of a flagrant foul call involving Converge's Alex Stockton. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 1st of October. When we return, adrenaline rush from a soft-spoken daredevil, Ralph Ramento. So watch out for that right here on The Scorecard. It's not very often that we run into a soft-spoken daredevil, but The Scorecard did. We got to know Ralph the Diesel Ramento, who lives for the adrenaline rush of a risky sport called motocross. At 27, Ralph Ramento is one of the country's accomplished motocross riders. The Marikina native has made a name for himself after outclassing local motocross king Bornsky Mangoso in the 6th and penultimate leg of the MX Messiah Fairground Supercourse 7 in 2019. Ramento also made an impressive showing during his US debut at Glen Helen in 2022. The Scorecard sat down with Ralph to talk about the thrills and perils of motocross.
For me, nothing beats the adrenaline when it comes to motocross. I've tried different sports din. But then, I came back with motocross kasi nga iba yung thrill, iba yung adrenaline. Madami kami napupuntahan na races, madami kami napupuntahan na lugar. So, it's parang complete package eh. Kasi you travel, you race, you enjoy.
Ralph started riding at the tender age of 7. His father recognized his talent and opted to support his passion for riding.
Nag-start ako noong 2003. Nainganyo kasi ako with my father. Nagtitrail ride siya dito sa San Mateo kasama ng mga friends niya. So, sabi niya sa akin noon, i-try ko. Then, nung time kasi na yun, may racetrack pa dito sa may bandang riverbanks. Then, na-try ko siya ng twice. Tapos, sabi ko nga na-enjoy ko siya. So, at that time, mga 2003 ng February, may race sa Bulacan. So, pumunta kami. Then, fortunately, nanalo ako ng first place sa first try ko. So, na-enjoy ko siya. So, hanggang sa yung pag-uwi namin, sabi ko sa father ko na parang mas gusto ko i-pursue na lang na mag-motocross kaysa studies. So, at that point, tumigil kami. Then, bumalik ako 2010. Then, sobrang dami namin na pagdaanan kasi wala akong proper training. So, parang self-study lang kami before. Then, bandang 2018, I was trying to quit. So, gusto ko na talaga mag-change ng sport. So, I've tried downhill mountain biking naman. Then, at that point, nagkiklik na ako with downhill mountain biking. Then, kinausap ako ng father ko na if ever na ayaw ko na talaga, try ko muna one more time yung pagmamotocross before namin i-stop talaga. So, when I came back, mas nag-click ako sa motocross din. So, yun, nag-start ulit doon na nagtuloy-tuloy na ulit yung progress. Then, nung nakapag-college ako, naging mas maluwag yung schedule ko kasi may nagkaroon ako ng isang weekday na free day. So, yung isang free day ko na yun, binibigay ko yun para time for practice. So, nag-improve ako mas maganda pa. When it comes to the sponsors, sobrang laki ng tulong nila for me kasi with the gears, lalo I have Fox Racing as my main sponsor. They provide me the helmet, the goggles, gears, chest protectors, gloves, and yung boots. Then may nag-sponsor din with the knee brace, which is yung Pro Motorsport. They provide me the knee braces I use na when it comes to racing. Sobrang laki ng naitulong nila sa akin ever since. Kasi lalo with Fox, I've been with them since 2017 eh.
Motocross riding is a multi-dimensional sport. More than just speed, it is all about riding smart and ability to adapt to the course.
Very challenging sa akin pag maalikabok. Pero when it's muddy naman, mas okay siya kasi medyo may vision kami. Lalo na ngayon, maganda na yung technology nila with the goggles. Naglalagay sila ng roll-off system, which is yung meron siyang film sa may mata mo, then pwede mo siyang hatakin once na may putik siya. So may clear view ka ulit. Then once na matalsikan ka man ulit, pwede mo lang siya i-hatakin ulit. So medyo hindi siya as challenging kaysa sa alikabok kasi pag alikabok wala ka ng other choice.
Motocross is not without its perils, and Ralph actually almost died from an injury.
Actually, that time parang nabanggit ko nun sa mom ko na sabi ko, it's time to stop. Pero sabi ko, kung ano man yung abutan ko na within the progress ng recovery, I'll settle for it. Kasi sabi ko, hindi ko naman para magpilit ulit. So, just to enjoy the sport, pinilit ko makarecover. Then, after 6 months or 4 months, nakarecover ako, then nakapagmotor na ako. Hindi pa rin talaga mapapalitan yung feeling ng pagmumotocross.
The injury made Ralph think twice about going back to riding. But then, the thrill of the track once again beckoned.
Ang pinakamalala kong accident was last 2020. I was practicing sa Cavite. And then, tumama yung handlebar sa midsection ng stomach ko. Then, at that time, akala ko parang nasikmurahan lang ako. Kasi, may times na nararamdaman ko yung ganong sakit, pero for a while, mawawala din siya. Pero nung that time, sabi ko hindi siya nawawala. So, nung pauwi kami, hindi ko na siya maintindihan eh. Parang sobrang sakit na parang bago lang sa akin yung feeling. So sabi ko sa brother ko noon at that time na nagda-drive siya pa uwi, na baka pwede niya na ako idaan sa emergency room. Then we discovered nung nasa emergency room na nag-internal bleeding na pala ako. Na-damage yung spleen ko kasi at that time parang 50-50 na ako kasi late daw nadala sa hospital. So kaya yun, after pag-check namin sa ER, mga after an hour, diretso sa operating room para matanggal yung spleen.
Of course, the thrill does not come without the cost, especially when they compete abroad.
Actually, medyo expensive when it comes to abroad eh, kasi mas minimake sure kasi nila na yung bike is okay. Kumbaga, talagang nagpaparent din sila. So, provided din nila lahat ng kailangan mo for the bike.
And when it comes to protection, Ralph does not scrimp.
For the helmet, meron namang mga helmet which is worth mga more or less 15K na advanced na rin yung technology niya. Meron na siyang MIPS, which is yung latest ngayon with the helmets. And then, sa gears naman, usually 6,000. 7,000, you can get the jersey, pants, and glove set. And then, sa chest protector, nasa mga 6,000, 7,000. For the knee pads or knee brace, actually, yung knee pads, nasa mga 4K, 5K. Mas cheaper siya, pero less lang kasi yung nako-cover niya. Unlike naman pag knee brace, pwede niyang i-prevent yung hyperextension ng knees. Tsaka mas malaking coverage niya, hanggang thigh kasi yun. So, mas pricey siya, which is 37,000. Pero, mas safe siya compared sa knee pads. And then sa boots, meron namang, if gusto mo ng quality, nasa mga 15 to 16K, meron ka naman makukuha na boots na medyo maganda yung quality.
Ralph's man cave is truly impressive and enviable, from his collection of wheels to his hoard of medals and trophies. And it looks like there is no slowing down in the horizon for the young rider. When the scorecard returns, be sure to keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. We'll break down the upcoming matchups to deliver key insights that might just give you the edge that you need to stay ahead of the game. Tomorrow, October 2 at 7:30 a.m. Philippine time. It's Game 2 of the WNBA semifinals at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. And the New York Liberty look to extend their lead in this best-of-5 series against the Las Vegas Aces. New York fans are still buzzing after the Liberty's impressive 87-77 victory over the defending champions, the Las Vegas Aces. Breanna Stewart dominated the court with a 34-point performance, supported by Sabrina Ionescu's 21 points, reminding everyone why the Liberty secured the top seed this season. New York took control early, with Stewart setting the tone from the start. The Liberty built a commanding 18-point lead in the third quarter and held their ground amid a strong comeback attempt by the Aces, thanks to clutch plays from Stewart and Ionescu. Jonquel Jones added a double-double with 13 points and 12 rebounds, giving the Liberty the advantage as they look to close this series in dominant fashion. On the other side, Las Vegas is feeling the pressure. Kelsey Plum's 24 points and Aja Wilson's 21 points weren't enough to overcome New York's defensive intensity and crowd energy at Barclays Center. Now, the Aces face a must-win scenario. Stewart and Wilson are both MVPs, both elite forwards, and both key players to their team's success. Stewart's Game 1 performance shows her resolve to rewrite the narrative of last season's finals loss, while Wilson will need to elevate her game even further to keep the Aces' hopes alive. Ionescu's three-point shooting was electric in Game 1, while Plum was the driving force for Vegas. Expect another showdown of backcourt stars with both players capable of swinging the game's momentum. It's do or die for the Aces in Game 2. Coach Becky Hammond knows they've been in this position before, rallying back in the playoffs when their backs were against the wall. Can the Aces bounce back with a strong response? Or will New York continue to ride the wave of momentum? For Liberty fans, tomorrow could be another step closer to that long-awaited WNBA championship. With Stewart playing at her best, Ionescu feeding off the energy of the crowd, and the Barclays Center packed with excitement, New York looks poised to take a commanding 2-0 series lead. Next game for tomorrow is between the Connecticut Sun and Minnesota Lynx, coming to you from Target Center, Minneapolis at 9:30 a.m. Philippine time. With the Sun holding a narrow 1-0 lead in this best-of-5 series, the Lynx will look to bounce back on home turf. The Sun came away with a tight 73-70 victory over the Lynx, led by a 20-point performance from Marina Mabrey, while Alyssa Thomas nearly pulled off a triple-double with 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. Dewana Bonner also played a crucial role with a double-double, 10 points, and 11 boards. The Suns' defense held firm, limiting the Lynx to just 8 points in the fourth quarter, proving once again why they're known for their defensive expertise. Meanwhile, the Lynx were led by their star, Nafisa Collier, who put up 19 points and 9 rebounds. Bridget Carlton chipped in with 17 points, and Kayla McBride added 12, but the Lynx struggled to find their rhythm in the final stretch. Looking ahead to Game 2, the Lynx will rely heavily on their home court advantage. They'll look to improve their offensive output, especially from beyond the arc, as they shot just 5 for 20 from three-point range in Game 1. Keep an eye on Kayla McBride, who leads the team in three-point shooting at 40.7%, and she'll be vital in helping Minnesota space the floor. For the Sun, their defense will be the key once again. They are a force on the boards, and Bonner continues to lead the team in defensive rebounds, averaging 15 points per game. Expect the Sun to stay aggressive, aiming to disrupt the Lynx's offensive flow like they did in Game 1. Thomas's leadership will be crucial in Game 2. Her all-around impact was the difference maker in Game 1, and the Sun will look to her to continue leading by example. Can the Lynx get back on track offensively? Watch out for the three-point battle, as Minnesota ranks third in the league with an average of 9.5 made three-pointers per game, while the Sun defense has held teams to just 6.5 made threes per game. Whoever wins this perimeter showdown could take control of Game 2. And that wraps up tonight's preview, so you can keep your eyes on the prize. The basketball world mourns the loss of Dikembe Mutombo, who passed away at 58 after battling brain cancer. He was one of the NBA's most formidable defensive players, earning 8 All-Star selections and 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards over his 18-year career. Known for his shot-blocking prowess and iconic finger wag, he finished second on the all-time blocks list. Rest in peace, Dikembe. Meanwhile, the baseball world bids farewell to Pete Rose, who passed away at 83. Known as Charlie Hustle, Rose amassed 4,256 hits, a record that still stands, and played over 500 games at 5 different positions. His accolades include 17 All-Star selections, 3 World Series titles, and the 1973 National League MVP award. Rest in peace, Pete. Your contributions to baseball will never be forgotten. As always, we have updates in tonight's PBA Governors Cup quarterfinals. TNT entered the semis via a 125-96 bye-bye of NLEX tonight. Ronde Hollis Jefferson top scored with 35 points. Now before we go, think on this from Pete Rose, whose 24-year career was marked by extraordinary achievements. He says, you make your own skill by working harder and trying harder than anyone. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again here tomorrow on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Billionaire News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening. Good night.